Hello and welcome to episode number 19 of the Just Flying series. So I do like to try a few different aircraft in this video series, so this is a new one I found at explain.org. I will put a link in the description below if you'd like to try it out for yourself. We'll have a little trip in it and see what it's like. Well, obviously it's terrible because it's got a glass cockpit, but apart from that we'll try it out and see what it's like. And we're up. So the person that uploaded this, the description says that it started life as the default Columbia aircraft that comes with X-Plane, and it's been modified to make it a bit more of a sports plane. So the fuselage is thinner, the wings have been cropped slightly, and the engine operated quite a lot. So I'm just going to leave it on full power and see how fast we can get to with the engine. But once we do start to run out of acceleration, there's then a boost button. So I'm quite interested to see what that does. But first impressions of it though, yeah, seems quite a nice plane really. Looks good, flies well. Just under the compass it has a miles per hour true indicator, which is utterly useless as far as I'm concerned, but who knows, maybe somebody might like to have a miles per hour true indication. Still slowing down on our acceleration now, aren't we? We're not too far off full speed from the engine. Yeah, let's try this boost then. Boost switch, cooling switch. And yeah, definitely accelerating again. If that was real, then yeah, I think you'd feel a bit of a kick in your back of your seat from acceleration like that. Oh, while we're passing, by the way, if you watched the last Just Flying video, that over on the right is the town of Reefton, and I was saying that I was doing an airstrip close to Reefton when I discovered two other local ones, one of which was Thompson's Road, where we've just taken off from. But the main one I was doing at the time was a place called Oak Burn, and that should be somewhere just ahead of us. We'll have a little fly past, which at this speed will be a very quick fly past. Yep, here's the airfield, so don't blink or you'll miss it at these speeds. Yeah, it's not too bad for an airstrip like that. Yeah, so first impressions with the plane, quite like it really, it flies well. As we've gone with the boost and the extra speed, the wind noise is quite loud now. I'm just going to leave that on though, because I am interested to see what happens. Until further notice, this flight will have the boost on and be at full throttle. I don't know if it's time limited so the boost will cut out eventually, or if you have it on for too long you blow the engine up. So well, we'll find out, won't we? So what else has been going on? Oh, YouTube! I now have 182 subscribers. which is quite annoying because a couple of days ago I only had 180 subscribers and I was getting all ready to have some really bad darts related joke in this video. But then just before I went flying today, I logged on to my YouTube channel to get a screenshot saying 180, and it's now gone up to 182. So whoever the two newest subscribers are to my channel, yeah, thanks very much. You've just ruined that joke entirely. I'm sure it wouldn't have been a very good joke, but that's not really the point. But slightly better news, I'm just thinking, looking at these trees. If you missed it, SimHeaven made a post at explain.org. They were saying that they have been part of the Explain 12 closed beta, which for everything they've done with overlays, that doesn't really surprise me that they were part of it. But the good bit is, they said they've got their head around all the new vegetation in Explain 12 and are just putting the finishing touches to the new overlays now. So fingers crossed. They were saying that once Explain 12 becomes a public beta and we can all get a copy, they should be able to release the new overlays pretty much on day one, which will be great. Instead of these trees, which are nice enough for Explain 11 standard, we'll get the lovely and much better Explain 12 vegetation, which we've probably all seen in the preview videos that Lamina Research have been putting out. That'll be nice to see. And great to know that they've been doing it as well, because that was something in the back of my mind of, are SimHeaven going to still be around? Is there going to be more overlays? And are they going to do things for Explain 12? Because I'm sure that would have been a bit of a pain for me to try and unpick everything and point to all their overlays to various other resources for the trees. I'm glad I don't have to do it, and they've done it for me. What also would be nice if we, to celebrate Explain 12, if we got a next version of the Ortho as well, but yeah, no idea with this Lindemann Ortho, because he does seem to have disappeared off his blog for the last 2 years. When the R3 Ortho was released, he also disappeared for quite a long period of time then as well, and suddenly appeared with the R4 version, which we're using now, so you never know, he might suddenly show up again with an R5 version. I don't really know. I don't know if he's left Explain or possibly even left the planet. Yeah, hopefully he's not died, but, well, you never know really, do you? If that ever happens to me and I do decide to leave Explain for some reason, I will make some kind of final post and wave goodbye and tell you that I'm off. So at least you'll know about it then. So if in the future there does come a point where you haven't heard anything from me for 3 or 4 months, then yeah, it's pretty safe to guess that, yeah, I have died at that point. Because after I do die, it's probably going to be a bit difficult to make a post to tell you that I've died. That's probably not the easiest thing to do. And I don't know if they've got Wi-Fi in hell to be able to log on to anything. Yeah, because that's where I will be going if you believe in the Bible. As it says in there, all sins are forgivable, so it doesn't matter what the fuck you do during your life, that's totally irrelevant. The only one that's not forgivable is not believing in God, which I don't, so if after my death I'm suddenly proven wrong, then yes, I will be going to hell. But at least I will be suffering my internal torment, safe in the knowledge that I am vastly morally superior to the deity that put me there. But enough about that. I'll have a rant about religion and upset anybody who does believe in God in a different video. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you where we was going, didn't we? It was XNZTR Thompson's Road where we took off, and we're going today to NZLE Lake Station Aerodrome. Just having our stutters as the next tile loads again. That'll be over in a second. Yeah, Lake Station, I think it's predominantly a glider place. But we're going to ignore those weird people who don't like engines and land a big noisy plane there. Oh yes, and as he now has joined the folklore of Just Flying videos, King Alan VII, my bathroom spider. I think he's buggered off. I've not seen him since that very first day, when he probably ate King Alan VI, his predecessor. I'm thinking rather than taking over as new ruler of the bathroom, this is possibly more like a Viking raid, where he's just shown up, murder, pillage, eat King Alan VI, and then he's disappeared again. So, I mean, there are places where he could be hiding, you know, behind the sink or behind the toilets. If he only comes out after dark, then maybe, you know, he could still be there, but my gut feeling is he's gone. So I don't think I do have a bathroom spider in residence at the moment. But I'm sure we'll have a King Alan VIII will appear at some point. Well, that's it might take a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. But yeah, a bathroom spider, you know, it will show up eventually, no doubt. I'll let you know what happens. Here we are then, Lake Station, and as you can see, that's a very long runway. And just thinking about the speed we got airborne, which will obviously be a similar kind of speed to use on our approach. We're certainly not going to need all of this runway, are we? So I'm not going to be too worried about the threshold, because we can land halfway down the runway and still have plenty of room to stop. It's quite nice to not have that wind noise anymore. And we're down. Yeah, so I don't think that was the smoothest ever, but it seemed okay. Yeah, not too bad. I'm not going to complain too much for that, especially as I've hardly flown this aeroplane. Yeah, I think final thoughts after this flight. It looks good, flies well. yeah, very happy with it. If you like this kind of thing, then I could thoroughly recommend it. And as for me, I don't think I'm going to delete this. But as it's got a glass cockpit, I'll probably never fly it again, so it will just be sat on my hard drive taking up disk space. Never mind. Alright, park up here, and that will probably do. So that was Just Flying episode number 19, and a mini kind of review of the Columbia X400. As I said, I'll put a link in the description below, so if you'd like a copy of it, you can get one from there. Well, till next time then, see you soon. Bye!